Yeah, okay, I've got it. Alright, so just, yeah, we won't talk. Put it on mute.
Yeah, I've got sound.
Just mute it.
Battery in there, let's... Two, one.
It's coming through. But they're going to get that live. Like they're hearing you in the real world.
Right, sweet. Yep. Do it. Beautiful, mate. Thank you. We on? We on? Righto, back here after half time. About to get the third quarter underway. And Ivan, just a couple of quick scores around the ground.
Please do, mate.
Dick Burwell Oval, Nelson Bay at half time, 7-1-43. Trail Killarney Vale by 7-3-45, so only 2 points in it.
Fantastic effort there by the boys. Keeping up to Killarney Vale?
Yep, Killarney Vale, that's right. And at Fagan Oval, it's Cardiff, 6-5-41, leading Warners Bay, 5-5-35. So
close games all around, Gaz.
Yep, certainly.
What we like to see.
Exactly.
Well, mate, welcome back to Hilton Moore Oval for those that join us. We apologise for some of that sound issue. We hope we've rectified it now. Our first round, you'll have to accept our humble apologies, but the Bar TV boys have been working feverishly, and we are back on. And you've been missing some pearls. That first half call by Gary Birkinshaw is one for the ages, and you need to get a copy of that if you can.
Ages, and that's where it's going to stay, is in the ages.
Just a quick one. Of course, Newcastle Herald this year. Great support for us here at the Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup, and we want to thank the Newcastle Herald, Star 104.5 FM, BLK, and Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery. As we're about to get underway in the second half, Terrigal lead by a point. Grand final replay. It's all about 2014 now, and the ball goes up.
Up we go there now. Down it comes in there. Quickly is Playford, got rid of it. Doors now in the ruck.
Doors in the ruck.
Gets it out there now, and free kick's going to go. Ivan just had a quick word with the coach, a couple of player injury updates.
Please.
Captain for Terrigal Avoca, Jason Van Dam, looks like he's done a serious thigh injury. Probably out for the game, probably miss a long extended time. Chris Bishop fairly disappointed with that.
He'll be gutted. And
for Newcastle City, Matt Bailey had a bit of a head wound, but he just all battled up. He will be back out in the second half.
Good to hear for them. They need everyone they can get, City.
And up it goes there now. Out wide it goes. Newcastle City attack. I think that gets it down there, picked up nicely by O'Brien, across to Tiley. Tiley now on the right boot, kicking up towards the centre wing, looking for head. Head against Lon and head again. Geez, good when he stretches those arms, isn't he?
Strong arms, big strong hands. Pretty hard to get that off him when he's out full stretch.
And we mentioned it before, but I just love mentioning and flash boots. But anyway, that one's long there and quickly taken there in defence. Out there by Bowden. Bowden there, he's been okay. Chips in there looking for, I think that's Dawes. Doesn't look as big this far away. But anyway, on the right boot, kicks in towards the centre. Looking for Keese's move forward. He's up against Polglaze. Obviously short now in defence without Jason Van Dam. A kick forward by Terrigal Avoca. Head again, back with the fly of the ball. Goes to ground. A good contest there by Billings. Looks like he's underneath it there. Kicked out by City. Out to Rawnsley. Rawnsley does the splits, drags it in. He gets it out there now. What's the decision going to be?
Oh no, he's let it play.
He's let it go. He's out there now. He's let it go out there. Good work there. I think that's Dawes on the left boot, showing everything. The ruckman today. Out of to Payne. Payne against Van Dam, the two number 10s. Cross it goes to Baker. Baker through the middle of the ground. Tucks it under. Goes out wide. Chips out wide. Bet you that's to Brown. It is to Brown. Gee, that's been pretty common today. Brown on the right boot. Kicks it long. Looking in there for Enright. He's got it there too. Good mark. Had the advantage there. But great play again through defence. Especially from Baker. He's just a real architect across that half-back line.
Absolutely.
And he goes out wide to Brown.
Brown set himself down with a few disposals off the feet today, but that one was crisp, perfect kick. And Enright's going to sit back here. He's going to have a look at it. He's lined it up. He's picked it
on the left boot. It looks like he's pulled that a little bit.
He's pulled that one now. He's gone against the trend and pushed it to the right rather than to the left of those goals. But yeah, fantastic. Those two of the middle, Brown and Baker, they'll be a crucial combination for City throughout this year, I'd say.
Yeah, so that ties it up. And look, Newcastle City kicking the advantage of probably a 3 or 4 goal breeze, I would think, at this stage. It's certainly picked up during the day, and it's just showing the first 2 quarters, in particular the second quarter, just how hard it is to move the ball from one end of the ground, the big ground at Hilton Moor, into the breeze.
Which is crucial for Terrigal to make sure they work hard this quarter and try to stop any scoring opportunities that City have, because they'll come home with it, but they don't want to try to be chasing too hard.
Exactly when that tight. Anyway, Van Dam there now, drops it short, goes to ground there.
He's going to pay that. There's Charity.
What was that for?
I think he's paid the mark, hasn't he?
Okay, 1 hand, 1 bounce. Used to play that in the backyard a bit. Anyway, Delahunty there now has got it. He goes in short. That's not 15. Across to Lewis. Lewis there now. Kicks inboard. Good pass, but that's going to be cut off by Baker. No, it's not. He's overrun it. That's left Polglaze. You go there. Goulet's on the lead. He's got a good pass.
Fantastic football all around. Great lead. Great disposal. Hit him right between the chest where he needs to hit him, and he'll go back here and kick this one, I'd say. Goulet, mate. He's been pretty good today, I'd say.
Don't want to be overcritical there, but Ian Baker for Newcastle City, he went past the ball and got Polglaze on. He's going for the interception, I know, but he's left Polglaze go out the back.
And when he opened up that space, he had acres in front of him. He ran on. He had plenty of time to look at it. And Goulet, he's
just an important kick. This one. He's got the wind. Will grab this now. That's a great finish, though. That's a great goal there by John Goulet.
A bit of a chat here. Nothing's been. Hang on, guys. Hold the phone.
They can come to me because I was right behind it, so I'll be able to give them a bit of a third umpire if they want to go there.
Yeah, they want a bit of a chat. They want to get on camera, mate. Everyone wants to get on bar TV. Hello. Could be
yes.
not happy, Burko. The crowd's not happy.
No, crowd aren't happy about that one.
The natives are getting very restless now, Gary.
Yeah, look, I had a perfect view of that. We're right behind it.
That's a goal.
I'll just say straight away, that's a goal. That was a goal. But anyway, but it's only a point. I read in the paper tomorrow it says a point, so we move on now. As Polglaze gets it, chips across the centre to Webster. Webster now just at the edge of the centre square, about 80 out from goal. That's how big the ground is here, mate. Short pass there to Webster. He's kicked it in to Lewis, who's now 60 out from goal. Still a long ground. Going in now, he's got to go back. He will not get within 20 metres kicking into this wind.
Well, mate, he was at 60. He's now gone back out to 70. So he's going to test himself here, I'd say. It'll be an absolute bomb if he can get it from here.
Goes in, runs around, he kicks it there, gets it there to the top of the square, to 15 metres out. He outdid me, but anyway, it's a nice kick to the top of the square. Out it comes there now, looking for Kirkman, gets it out wide. Goulet, he goes to centre there now, looking for, I think it's McKellar in the middle of the big guy. Polglaze, you go, yeah, Tom Head. Stretch it up. Great grab.
You had Rawnsley with massive pressure pushing through with a big fist, But no, you were saying, no, buddy, this is mine. I'm going to take this. I'm going to step back and I'm going to redeem what I've got taken off our team about 5 seconds ago and put this one through the big sticks.
Comes in 15 metres out, directly in front on the left boot. He's got that one. That's a goal.
You're going to celebrate that one. There's no conversation.
No, you can't take that one out off him. That's a goal to head. Goal to head.
And a great grab. And
He's first.
That was a fantastic grab.
He has taken some really strong marks today and really, really present. And you know the thing about Ivan, as the game goes on, the big blokes don't get any smaller.
No,
the quick blokes slow down, the big blokes don't get any smaller.
Mate. You can't coach size, you've either got it or you don't. But a fantastic response there from Terrigal. They will certainly be taking some good confidence out of the fact that they're scoring into this breeze. And they've been up at this end of the park now for a bit of play, and City need to do something pretty quickly to try to even the ledger again. And
the other positive about that also, Ivan, is not only they hit the front, kick the goal in the breeze, they also chewed up 6 minutes.
Correct.
So we're 6 minutes gone, and Newcastle City haven't kicked the goal at the moment. So good work by Terrigal Avoca. We're going to go through the middle there. Roger Crowhurst throws the ball up in the air. Up it goes there now as Borton taps it down. Baker's in the middle there. He comes in. Good work, good tough work there by Delahunty.
Put on his backside,
but it was good work in Polgate. He's not 15. Gee, things aren't quite going.
Over the shoulder there.
Yeah, not quite going Terrigal's way at the moment, but never mind. As Lonnan gets it there, out flicked out wide. Comes in there by Pete Van Dam. He kicks it off the ground. That's good play. That'll hold up here. He's backed up and gets his own kick. He goes to ground. Good work there. Good work by Bowden. Oh no, he's got the free kick. That's taking to the legs.
Yeah, you want to talk about it too.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Just go back, Pete. Just go back and kick the ball into the forward. Here we go. He's launched it. It's actually a shocking kick.
That's all right. That gets the bounce. Good thinking there. I think that was a bit of the old leg spinner, but it goes out there now to Patrick McMahon. He's played down back. He's kicked it, and he's
just falls short of the boundary.
Chipped in. Just
ball again.
Yep, half-forward flank, about 75 metres around from the Terrigal Avoca goals, and they actually moment lead by 7 points. 43 plays 36. Sorry, mate, got to keep turning around facing the game. I'm like a football. I want to be a 360-degree commentator.
Like a caged tiger.
Out it goes there to Webster. Webster looks good. Gets it down to Goulet. Just swung away last bit. Great pick up on. Great hand. Across to McKellar. Oh, he's kicked it again. The big fella. Great goal there by McKellar. Good work. Great contest there by Delahunty. Across it goes there. Webster. Good disposal.
Fantastic finish by McKellar. He actually had to sort of guide that through very carefully. He was running into the pocket, but he made sure that he just placed it nice. He didn't try to kick through it too hard. Just put it through the uprights and said, "Thank you very much. I'll take that one, boys." High fives all round.
Yeah, good work there by McKellar. That's his second goal for the game.
And a second-class goal too, by the way.
Great goal, great finish.
Craig Hewitt will be on that sideline. I don't think he'd be too happy with the boys at the moment, but it's still close. There's nothing in this game. Like, this can swing and turn as it already has all day, and will continue to do so. But his troops need to lift.
Yeah, didn't give a lot away at half time, Craig Hewitt, but 2 goals into the breeze is pretty good. There's O'Brien now. They've really, since quarter time, they've really dominated through the middle. Down it goes. Good roving there by Baker. Out across it now it goes to Bowden. Bowden quickly across to Lonnan. Lonnan now swings it out wide. It goes out there looking for... Wasn't sure, didn't quite catch that one. Anyway, he's got a nice kick anyway. It's going in there to Warren. Warren gets it, goes to ground, holding the ball. Good decision. On the half-forward line, that is Haswell. Haswell's got it there now. Young looks in short, looking for Knight. He's got him too. Good pass, good lead. Out fairly wide though, so he's. But he's.
Knight needs to kick this one for the sake of his team, I reckon. He's a good kick. He'll take this. He'll have every chance of getting this one. He needs to just push it out to a little bit, but he just needs to make sure that he delivers a goal for City here. And he's probably the right man to have it in some regards, because he is an excellent kick for goal. As he starts his slow walk in, he's thinking hard about it. Man on the mark's doing his best to distract him, and he's just pushed it out. Oh, he's just probably kept it in for a point there, just enough. Courtney Knight, unlucky.
So brings that back to a 12-point margin now, 49-37. Terrigal Avoca's lead, and that was better play though.
That'll give Hewitt some inspiration actually, and a bit of hope, because they're a good team. They just need to get the ball. They need to.
Oh, here's another chance there. Here's a chance there. He can go back and kick this.
He'll kick this. There you go. I'm calling it early. He's going to kick it.
Just on that last bit of play, very good play by youngster Connor Haswell on debut. He looked quite poised under that. A good pressure. He's had some good touches today, so that's very promising signs for such a young player.
Have I called this too early?
What you called?
I called he's going to kick this.
He'll kick this. He will kick this. He's going back there now. He would be at the top of the screen. He'd probably be 50 metre out, but with the wind behind him, directly in front. He comes in. He's kicked two today. This is his most difficult one, the furthest one out. He comes in. He gives it plenty of height. The wind's going to get it, and it'll miss everything.
No, he's missed. He has missed everything.
No, touch, well done Courtney Knight there. Good judge, we up.
I have put the mocker on him, sorry there, Dawsey.
But anyway, but no harm done there because they didn't score. Still in their danger area, just behind the point post, the ball will be thrown back in. Terrigal Avoca lead by 12 as we are now 10 minutes into the third quarter.
So it would be a bit concerning. The City boys have only scored a couple of goals since that first quarter. They've really had some lean times, but they're a big chance here. They've just got to hold it in this forward pocket.
Got to go, the runs out there, Haswell takes it out of bounds. Still in that progressing around, probably 5 metres further around Terrigal Avoca. So gee, they just get the numbers to the pack at the moment. They're very, very desperate, tackling well, and really present, giving Newcastle City. They've stopped their run, haven't they? They've stopped their outside run.
They have. They need to find something. They need to find someone. When your best player is one of your backmen, that doesn't bode well for you.
No, but free kick there, being paid, ruck contest. Find it difficult, the ruck contest. Everyone's pushing, pulling, whatever.
Yeah, they have been. And look, they've been a bit loose. It is round one, so it hasn't been the cleanest ruck contest, but they've actually been all right. But yeah, I think that's a bit rich.
Yeah, but anyway, especially where it is. It's going to be a shot on goal. And the big Cameron Keesh, he's done pretty well in the ruck. Him and Borton have had a great contest, but he comes in there. We're right behind this one as well. He comes in, kicks, and he's got that through. That's straight through the middle.
Straight through. That's exactly what they needed there. Keesey lines it up, gets it on the board for City. Deserved goal for him. He's actually played all right, Keesey, I thought. He hasn't had a bad game at all, but he's probably not quite where they want him to be just yet.
Yeah, look, him and Borton have had probably, I don't think either have been great, but they haven't been poor either. They've just had a really even battle. They've been able to be nullified. The midfield have been not nullified, but look, that goal there will give him confidence and more importantly brings Newcastle City back within 6 points as we play 11.5 minutes into the third quarter.
Mate, have I told you that Star 104.5 play the music we all love and proudly support the Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup?
You don't have to tell me that because I actually listen to them every day and they do play some great music, let me tell you, and they're great supporters of the Black Diamond, have been now for 9 years, so great supporters. So
thank them.
Yeah, so 104.5 FM on the dial. So it goes there now, Bailey back on the ground, easy to pick up now, he's got the bandage around the head. He gets the handball out there now, across it goes there now, look quickly there for Smith. Smith gets it, but Newcastle City in the attack. Keast again, proving a headache for Polgate, the centre half forward. Knocked down there to Mitchell Knight. Mitchell Knight on the left, looking for Matt Enright. He's done that too, that is a great disposal. Enright probably too far out of score. He's going to look for Courtney Knight. He goes there, Courtney Knight, great push off, pushed off hard nicely. With that much space in front of him, he's going to get the couple of metres, and if your disposal spot on, you will not stop him.
Absolutely, and great vision from Enright too. He could have went back and probably backed himself, but he knew straight away he wasn't going to make that distance. He looked for his number one target. Courtney Knight was on the lead, and now he's lining up for a goal, and he's got the breeze, he's got it the right side, so...
Anyway, this there now to bring the score back level. He comes, he's kicked 2. This is number 3 now. He's decided to pass that to the centre of the ground.
Barry.
And Kirkman there takes the mark at the top of the square. They always say to kick it to the top of the square. Probably think he was going for goal there though. Anyway, Kirkman there now, not much to go to. He's going to handball it off to Josh Polglaze. Josh Polglaze got nothing to do. He's going to handball it back to Kirkman. Lifts the stats up really nice. He's going to handball it out. They're going to run it out. Webster, Polglaze. Back it goes there now to Kirkman. Across it goes there now, looking beautifully across there to Billings. Across it goes there now to Warren. Warren across there now to White. White now puts it up in the air. Rawnsley up against is always going to be against Farquhar. Rawnsley is always going to win that battle. He chips it out wide to Sam Payne. Sam Payne across it goes to Baker. Baker looks inboard, pulls, steadies. A short pass into nobody really though. Van Dam overruns it. Across it there goes there now to McMahon. McMahon pops it up again. Knight at the back. He's got the sitters. He got the mark. No, he hasn't. Good work, James Hart. Put body pressure on him. Really good work now as Knight butters up the Hart right with him. He's got to go out of bounds for a boundary throw in.
Look, in all honesty, Courtney Knight should have taken that grab. He had every opportunity. He made it hard for himself. Once the spoiler was made, he had to work even harder than what he probably should have in the first place in taking the grab.
Yeah, good work by Hart. Went back and put body pressure on him, which was really good. Good player, Hart. Across goes Dawes. Dawes taps it down to Webster. Webster now kicks that wide. Billings there. He's about to go out. He had his back turned, but across it goes now to Polglaze. He's going to get it. He'll slip it off the... Oh, no, coming off the boundary line there was Brown. Brown, but doesn't stop him though. Polglaze gets out. Bailey's going to get it for Newcastle City though. He runs around with a bandage on there. He breaks the tackle. He goes down on the right boot. Kicks in towards the forward 50. But at the minute, Hart's in front of Courtney Knight, and Hart takes the mark.
Hart's winning that battle now, isn't he?
He has, yeah. He's on top of that one at the moment. Knight won early, but Hart's fought back nicely. He chips it in there now to Flint, but Flint's got nowhere to go to. He's going to have to go out wide. Out to Pete Van Dam. It's over his head though. Even if Pete picks up, I'm not sure where he's going to go to. It's all Newcastle City. Gets it out there now. He's going to be penalised for deliberate out of bounds. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not there. There, well done.
You've seen worse get paid.
Well done by Pete Van Dam. Now, it would have been 1 on 6, and that was in probably a 30-metre area. He had nowhere to go.
No.
Boundary throw in. It's going to be McMahon up against, no, a bit of a wayward throw. The McMahon taps it down nicely to Baker. Baker kips it out wide, going to the forward pocket there now. It's coming out to Moody's door. Taps it in nicely to Gillingham. Gillingham there now on the right hand across McMahon, who butters up. McMahon uses his pace. He's got a shot on goal here. He does the banana kick in.
He's got a inside out banana kick to try to bend it back in when he's running directly on goal. What was he thinking?
As a left footer there, I think he probably had a good run on goal.
Oh my God.
But anyway, I think that's the trend nowadays. It is the trend.
But it's a bad trend.
It is a bad trend. Yeah, I do. I can't justify that. Yeah. But anyway, there it goes now. White. He's under pressure. Newcastle City certainly getting more numbers to the ball there now. As it's Avis and White. Numbers in there. Packs on the mill. It's going to be a boundary throw in. No, it's not boundary. It's going to be a ball up actually.
Ball up. They've had a few chances City now, but they do need to take them because they're starting to let a few of those get away. They'll come back and bite them. Yeah,
15 minutes into the third quarter, so yeah, their chances with the wind are going to diminish very shortly as Dawes gets it back there. Out it goes there now, knocked out of Newcastle City hand. Tyler's going to pick it up there now. He's tackled very heavily. Bailey in there picks it up. He's tackled there by Smith. It knocks out wide. It goes out there now across to Farquhar. Farquhar gets it on the right boot, looking for Polgate. Polgate against Baker. Polgate takes the mark. He looks out there, goes to Goulet. Goulet against Healy. Good battle. Goulet goes to ground, but manages to hold on there.
Fantastic.
And John O'Goulet, he had the whole forward 50, 60, 70 to his own, one-on-one with Michael Healy. I tell you, as the ball's coming down, I think old John O'Goulet would have backed his chances.
Yeah, there was 4 guys inside this whole half. He's done actually a very good kick. He's kicked it over his head and the wind held it up. Goulet's tripping and stumbling like a newborn foal, and he's put his head up and there it was, landed in his hands. Thank you very much.
Important goal here. Give him an 11-point buffer. If he comes in, he probably had one taken off him early. Goulet, he probably needs to get a little bit straighter this time. I don't think they're going to take this one off him, though. That's straight through the middle. That's a fantastic goal. Into the wind. That is a great finish there by John O'Goulet, and that's his first goal for the game. He's certainly been a real presence up forward in this third quarter.
And that's where Craig Hill will be sitting in that coach's box right now going, you know what, we had 3 or 4 chances at that end. They've had one straight up the guts, 4 guys and a half, and they've hit hands from feet, scored a goal, all over. Thank you very much. Go back to the centre square, we'll start again. Exactly,
very, very important. I don't think we can really tell you how important goals into the wind are. And they've kicked, what now, 3 in this quarter?
Fantastic effort from Terrigal.
And it's now 8-7-55, Newcastle City 6-8-44 with 17 minutes on played in the third quarter in the Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup match of the round, courtesy of Bar TV. There we go as Roger Crowhurst throws the ball up in the air. It's Keith back in the ruck. He's up against McKellar. McKellar gets a tap down off the boot of Lewis. Lewis to Polgate. He's certainly lifted. Well, not only lifted, he's had a very good second and third quarter. Crosser goes there to Delahunty. Crosser comes to Flint. Flint now on the right boot, looking for Head. Head will stretch up. He's marked a lot of things coming away. And again, he's just too big for London. He is really good. He's looking there. Polgate's on his own in the middle there. Has he found him? Yes, he has. No, he hasn't. He's dropped it. But he's better before he's still got plenty of time though. He does a banana kick as well. I mean, that works for him.
Hello.
Well, great.
Fantastic effort. And I've got to tell you, Mark Lonnan, sitting there on the mark, got beaten and then did not move off the mark while his player ran around him to deliver the kick into the centre of that attacking zone. Fantastic goal. Bennett on the outside, that's how you do it. City are in a little bit of trouble right now, I'd suggest. They have to lift and they're looking at each other, hands on hips, a couple of them. They better do something very quickly, otherwise Craig Hewitt's going to have a few nice spicy words for them at 3/4 time.
Those couple of grabs that Tom Head's taken this quarter, and even the game, he's probably taken 4 or 5 really good grabs, arm stretch, reaches the ball at its highest point and takes a mark, and then kicked a great pass in. James Polgate probably should have taken the mark, but he played on, butted up and kicked the goal quite nicely. So a very important goal for Polgate, his second.
And Polgate likes doing the special, he doesn't like these easy ones, he likes doing something pretty special, and he's done it twice now.
He certainly has. We're back in the middle now. Up comes Lewis there down, looking to Delahunty out the back there. He's tackled, he gets the handball away quickly. In it goes there to Pete Van Dam. Across it goes to Lewis again. He's tackled probably in the back, but play on there. Out it comes by Payne, gets in the back, picked up there by Terrigal. They're out again. Very good O'Brien. Webster, O'Brien chips it out wide, looking for Head again on the move. He's definitely got he's right on top of Lonnan at the moment. He moves down Goulet with a mile in front of him. Goulet's got a paddy. He goes there forward. He got him. I think he has got him as well. Good pass by Tom Head, and Goulet takes the mark. He's got to mark the mark. I think he might be a little bit too far out to score from now on. No, he's gone over the mark. He's gone over the mark. That's play on.
I thought he was going to walk around and catch him.
Very smart play that would have been. Can't knock him for that. But anyways, he'd probably be, I don't know, 50 metres out from goal, I would have thought.
Every foot of 50.
Yeah, I think it would take a good kick. I'm not going to say he can't make it, but I think it'd be a good kick.
He'll give it every chance, but if I was a Rover, I'd be hanging off the back of that pack right now.
If I was Tom Head, I'd be looking to get a good run at it and take the grab. Keys is back in front of him this time. No, he kicks it away. He's giving it out. Yeah, that's a nice kick. Nice kick, but it's just through for a minor score.
If you're sitting there, Gaz, would you be putting something, it's strange to say, into the breeze, do you put someone in the back line just to stop the hemorrhaging at the moment, because it's all one way?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's about stopping the hemorrhage. When you've got the breeze, which we said probably a 3 or 4 goal breeze, they can't go into the 3/4 time behind.
So what do you do? Do you put Dawsey back in the ruck? What do you do? Because they need someone to run it out of that guts. They're missing it.
Well, I think they've got Keese back in the ruck there now. I think they didn't really work too much with Dawsey in the ruck there then, but Keese has certainly done it, and they just need to start winning the ball around the middle. And a bit more aggression around the centre. Up it go there, over the top of head. Keese knocks it down there. Payne to the front there. Payne slips out to Baker. Baker across there quickly under pressure there. They are under real pressure. Across there to Brown. Brown gets it across a good Casal and a nice dummy there. He gets it there. Looks wide. Look for Knight. Knight's got this one there. I think he's got that. That is a good kick by Brown.
Yeah, be careful.
Good kick by Brown. A good mark by Knight. Under pressure from Hunt.
Better play, and that's what they're capable of, mate. I don't know whether it's been for the last 10 minutes, but that's exactly what City are capable of. Knight needs to go back and kick this. I said that last time, and he absolutely dogged it, but this one needs to go straight through. It
wasn't really the last 10 minutes, we're in the last 5. They were dominating up until Newcastle, the Terrigal kicked 2 quick goals.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, so Knight now, we're right behind this. He comes in, runs a bit to the right, swings it back nicely on the bridge. He's got that. Well, we'd normally that anyway.
Well, yeah, there's no conversation about that one. That's good, Knight Nurse. It's 6 points straight through the sticks, and thank you, Knight brings up his 3rd.
Yeah, very good kick. Good play by Newcastle City, and you'd like to definitely say that was one they really needed. And, you know, as we enter the time-on period here in the 3rd quarter, and that brings it back now to a two-goal advantage in Newcastle City's way, which is pretty important.
In Terrigal's way, that can be done. City have to have every hope of winning this game, but they've got to believe in themselves. Get up tonight. He needs to get his kicking boots on, which he just did then. They'll start kicking a few straight ones, and all of a sudden this game can turn very quickly, because we haven't seen what Terrigal fought back in that 1st quarter, but ever since then it's been all them, I'd say, and the scoreboard is showing that. But City need to lift now, and they need to lift quickly.
Yeah, when they can get the ball out the back and be able to get their run on, they look really good, City.
They're a great team. They've got some good skills. Some of their disposals have been a bit poor, but that's 1st round roughness, and they'll get better as the year goes on. Yeah,
Webster's got it. Not too much 1st round roughness from Webster as he gets it out to O'Brien. O'Brien left foot, he's been quite good across half back. Kicks it up there, Rawnsley up the back as Polgate. It's out the back here again. There's going to be Lonnon against Head. Lonnon leads him out the road. Bit shell shocked at the moment, but he's able to pick it up. It goes to nobody. Across it comes to Farquhar again. Out it comes to Polgate. Geez, his work rate is great, James Polgate. He's there. He gets it the first. A lot of times he gets the 1st possession, and he'll get the 5th possession, 20 metres, 30 metres down the ground.
And when you see that from a teammate, it lifts all everyone else around him. He wants that ball. He's hungry. It's like he has had a massive off season, and he wants more of it right now.
Yeah, just unbelievable work rate. Full credit to him. Boundary throw, ball up 45 metres out. Up it goes. Keese is going to win that. He goes up uncontested. Taps it over the back there to Rawnsley. Rawnsley out. They're out here with Payne. He's going to be Borton. Borton staying back. Good hip and shoulder there, but picked up nicely there by Atkins. Atkins across to Lewis. Lewis has been very good. He's mopped up really well through the centre. Across it goes to Webster. He looks Brown. Goes back to Lewis. Lewis at the back of the centre. Looks in by. Chips in short. Over the goal. Over the top of his head. Baker's got it there now. Ian Baker. Ian Baker there. Where's he go? He goes back now to Rawnsley. Rawnsley on the left boot. Just chips in short. Across to Mitch Knight. Mitch Knight well called out and left by Healy. Mitch Knight on the back foot, goes in just down the centre square across to Payne. Payne takes the mark, just virtually in the centre circle.
Nice and easy play.
Goes out wide, tips it out.
Control the football a bit here.
Tips it out there now wide, looking for that. That one there is Durbridge. Durbridge started well, but goes across to Bailey. Bailey now on the right boot, looking there. Courtney Knight over the back. He's got him over the back again. No, he hasn't, but he's recovered well and just misses.
You know what, actually, we talked about the wind. That actually picked up in the last sort of minute or two. You could feel the gust that blew the drink off the table. And I think that's what fooled him. If Courtney Knight was sitting there about another foot behind him, he would have clean chest marked that and would have went back for another one, but it didn't happen. He tried to one-hand Specky and nothing.
I think at the moment what's happening is Knight's he's always going, looking to drop over the back when they run out. I think every now and again, if he can turn around and do a short lead, because as soon as the ball comes in, Hart's going back on him quickly. Just there, just got to put him in that 2 mind. Hart's a very, very good player. There's no doubt about that. As Billins now on the half-back flank, he kicks it to the centre wing. Up there, Goulet's got the leap in front. He leaps up, find a la Royce Hart. That's showing me age there, but anyway, it's getting now on the ball's on the ground. And we're going to have a ball up. Out in the centre wing.
Google it, kids. Royce Hart. Google it.
Absolutely. 22 minutes into the 3rd quarter here, and it's still an 11-point advantage to Terrigal Avoca. Remembering, of course, that Terrigal Avoca will be coming home with the wind in the last quarter. As out it goes there to Webster. Clean hands across it comes there now to Kirkman. Kirkman on the left hip, but he handballs across there now. Across it goes. Good work there by Billings. Billings in short there as he picks it up there. I can't see who that is, but that is McKellen now because I can't see. He'll swing around the right boot. Oh, dummy, no. He overfooled himself. It hits Payne. Payne there drops the back across to Baker. Baker across to Dawes. Dawes takes a mark. He's going to slip it off now to Baker. Now he burns Baker. He's going to go back and have a kick. Where's he go? What's there? Not a lot of movement up forward. He goes up there, so he wobbles one forward. Good kick though. Knight's the target again, and why wouldn't he be? Down it goes there now to the front. Enright picks it up. Enright goes back in his trusty boot, but he goes out of bounds.
kick that too, did he? I think he
Look,
might.
I think he might kick that, but it goes out of bounds for a boundary throw in. 30 metres around from the Newcastle City behind post, and they currently trail by 11 points deep in the third quarter. In the Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup match of the week, courtesy of Bar TV.
There wouldn't be much time left in this third quarter, Gary, and I'll tell you what, it's certainly points to Terrigal again. But I'm starting to like how City are playing in the last 5 minutes again. They just had that lull and it cost them a couple of goals, but they're coming back now.
Gee, I'd like to see them get a goal though. If they can get a goal between that Keith goes in nice, got good courage, goes in, better fly the ball. He's tackled there now by Smith. Big on small man. He's going to get it. He's going to get it. He's going to. Yeah, well done. He was good work. He did try. Oh, the little man, big man. You love those contests, don't you? He doesn't shirk anything there, Damon Smith. Well done. Up we go. Ball up. Borton against Keith. Borton over the top. Good work down to Webster. He's got it on a string there now. Kicks on. There's an open forward line. Goulet is also with head. This sits right. Goulet's in for another goal here. It has sit it up. He runs in and he kicks a goal. Terrigal Avoca, 17 points.
Fantastic play. Both City defenders got caught out there. Both Terrigal attackers were in front of the ball there. They were always going to be 1 and 2 to that ball, and when he got a hold of that, it was good night, nurse. Thank you very much. I'm going to put it as far as I can into the bush, and you guys can go and get that one because a fantastic goal by Goulet, and again coming out of the centre of the ground.
Full credit there goes to Sam Borton, the ruckman from Terrigal Avoca. He wasn't in that ruck contest. He had to run 5 or 6 metres to get there. Jumped over the top of Keith, got it down to Webster. Webster once again, class that he is, was able to get it, kick it over the top where they had plenty of space there.
He gave it some too. He needed to give it some, and he did.
The two nearest players to the ball were actually John O'Goulet, who kicked the goal, and Tom Head was the next closest to it.
They were ahead of the pack. The two defenders got caught short with their pants down, and they were chasing, and they knew that they were gone because if the first guy wasn't going to get it, the second guy was. It was a goal from the moment it left the centre circle. Yeah, and full credit there to the Terrigal Avoca coaching staff for having that set up there to really make advantage of that. And the move to John O'Goulet, one out in the forward 50, that has been a winner, an absolute winner. So. Anyways, bit of work at three-quarter time for Craig Hewitt. Look, City has certainly got the class and the skill set to do this, but they just need to have a bit of belief in themselves and a bit of hunger. I think that the hunger is certainly Terrigal's way.
Yeah, well, they've shown that they can put multiple goals together, and that's the important thing it's going to be. As Dawes takes out of the centre there now, as Josh Polglazer. The only thing I would say, though, is that when they took Dawes, they moved Keith to centre half forward, so they're not giving him much of a rest there at all. He's not giving him a rest. He needs to have a rest. He looks a bit buggered, actually, Cameron Keith, but anyway, comes out there now. Durbridge has got it. He picks it up, should have picked it up off the ground. Anyway, goes to Brown. Brown now,
Geez, he's left that late.
Yeah, that was late. That was late.
Yeah, that buddy.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, very, very late.
Free kick down the ground. It was late, but anyway, that's the siren goes. Baker's going to have a shot for goal after the siren. There's no one back there. There's no one back for Terrigal. No, he's not going to score. So that is three-quarter time here at Hilton Moore Oval in the Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup match, and we see Terrigal Avoca 10-8, 68. A 17-point advantage over Newcastle City, who are 7-9, 51. Goal kickers for Terrigal Avoca, 2 each to James Polglaves, John O'Goulet, Will McKellar, and singles to James Webster, Jared Flint, Jackson Farquhar and Tom Head. And for Newcastle City, their 7 majors have come from 3 to Courtney Knight, 2 to Jacob Dawes, 1 to Anthony Baker and 1 to Cameron Keast. So, Ivan, how would you sum up the game? 17 points advantage, three-quarter time. Can City come back?
There's no doubt about it that Terrigal have got the ascendancy here. It's City's game to take back. But look, with the breeze against them this quarter, they'll have to work harder on their disposals. I think coming out of the middle of the park, Terrigal have got the advantage there. They sort of winning it all over the park a bit. But City, they just keep coming up with little patches of play where it shows that they are true champions. That's why they won the flag last year. They are a good team, but they need to show it a bit more consistency. There's no doubt that Craig will be telling them that, boys, we can still win this. There's plenty of time left on the clock, but we have to work hard for each other. But look, you can't go past people like Webster, Polglaze, Goulet for Terrigal. They've just been solid all around. You know, from backs to the forwards, they've been solid, and their skill set have got them exactly where they are right now.
Yeah, look, it's anyone's contest still, but you'd have to favour kicking with the wind, which is just as we speak, has picked up a little bit at the moment. Yep. 17 points to the good, and they'll certainly certainly some work to do for Newcastle City. But we'll be back in a couple of minutes' time for the exciting last quarter.
The Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup wishes to thank their sponsors for the 2014 season. Wilson Security. Wilson Security is Australia's largest and most innovative security provider, delivering a wide range of services to a diverse range of customers. For all your security needs, call Wilson Security on 1300 Wilson. The Wilson Security Black Diamond AFL also wishes to thank Prime 7, the Newcastle Herald, Star 104.5, BLK, Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery. Don't forget, you can watch a Match of the Round on Bar TV every week of the Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup at your local pub or club. Or of course, watch it live at bdafl.com.au or the Newcastle Herald, theherald.com.au.
Right, we're about to get underway here in the final quarter of the Match of the Round. Just a couple of scores from the other grounds. At Nelson Bay, we got Clarneyvale kicked 3 late goals in the end of the third quarter to take 11-7-73, a 21-point lead over Nelson Bay, who are 8-4-52. And just for those who want to know the battle of the newcomers in the second division game, at three-quarter time, the entrance Baddo Bay, it's 9-5-59. Lead Muswellbrook, who are 6-5-41. So we're just waiting on a three-quarter time from the game between Cardiff and Warners Bay. But here it is here.
We'll get back to that as soon as we can, Gaz, but we're about to start the last quarter here. It's good old Hilton Moore Oval. The sun has shone all day. We're thankful for that. Thank you to everyone who came down today and watched this game. Don't forget, you can get to your local BD AFL Black Diamond Cup game, free of charge of course, or you can watch it here live on bdafl.com.au.
As here we go, we're about to start the last quarter. Terrigal Avoca Panthers are going to take a 17-point advantage into the term. As up it goes, down it goes. Well done by Rawsey. Soon to be put in the middle of the ground now. As Van Dam kicks it forward. Polglaze wins the possession. Out it goes to Delahunty. Has 2, 3, 4 goes and then gets dispossessed. Bailey's picked it up again with the bandage on the head. There it goes. He's been holding the ball. I thought that was a bit harsh on him, but never mind. McKellar now swings on the right boot in quickly. Smothered beautifully there by Dawes. Dawes backs it up there now. Terrigal Avoca gets it down. Enright picks it up for Newcastle City, but stacks on the mill and there's going to be a ball up.
I don't mind that move of Rawnsley onto the ball, but he needs to do something in the first 5 minutes, otherwise they just push him back into that back line. But that could be exactly the catalyst that City need.
Saw at three-quarter time at Fagan's Oval, and it's Cardiff who are leading Warners Bay by 15 points. So an exciting finish there as well. As we move there now, as it hand Dawes above the head, picks it up again. He has 2 goes, he has 3 goes. Down the ground, Polglaze picks it up. Scrubby kick forward, goes there looking for White. White dispossessed there. He goes down, picks up. He's on the ground there now. He's caught, he knocks it out. Bailey gets it. He's knocked it out. Very tight in there. Billings, quick left foot kick. Up it goes. Goalie!
What a great grab, solid fingertip stuff. He probably had no right to grab that one, but the ball was coming in at a pretty solid rate, put his hands up and it just stuck. There was no bobble, there was no move, it was just from the moment his hand touched that ball. Great grab. Yeah,
great grab, really good presence for John O'Goolay. He had a reasonable first half, but his third quarter was excellent. Great move by Chris Bishop up there. I think he's playing on Bowden back there now, and he comes in, and this will be tough for Newcastle City, even though we're only just started. He comes in and he's kicked it.
Kicked straight through.
He's kicked it. Goal number 3 for John O'Goolay.
Fantastic effort by Terrigal. There was actually pretty fair bit of pressure on that ball coming out from the centre bounce, and they just worked hard, kept paddling it forward, and put in a kick into the centre line, and bang, got it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, indeed, 23 points there now. Even though we've only just started the last quarter, that wind is certainly picking up there now. And look, it's a long way back from Newcastle City, I think, from here.
Look, it is, but look, I tell you, as I said, Rawsey onto the ball could be a great move, but as I said, he's got to do something quickly and lift his team, and he's talking to his team. He's telling them to lift. Come on, boys, it's not over yet.
He'll never give in, Luke Rawsey. He's a believer. He's a believer. He's got a lot of faith in his blue boys, and why wouldn't you? 5 premierships in the last 6 years.
Absolutely.
Up it goes again. Borton against Dawes. Borton gets up. He's been pretty solid. Well done by Mitch Knight. He's done quite well as well. As it comes off hands there, O'Brien. He's been excellent across half-back. He chips it there forward. It's going to go over the back. I think Bailey's going to take the mark, and he does on a half-back flank.
Since he's had the headband on, mate, he's been playing very well, actually. That knock might have got him going.
What are you saying?
Not that he's playing better in the second half than he did in the first.
Very good. I can accept that. That's good calling there, actually. As it goes in the middle there now, looking for Healy. He's there now. It's a bit of a scramble.
Dawes
out it goes there now to Baker. Baker gets it inboard. Enright quickly over as the Terrigal Avoca plays down the ground. Picked up there now by, that was McMahon. Chips out wide, over the top it goes there now. Haswell gets it in ball. Atkins now. Atkins on the right, but who's he got there? He's got Courtney Knight. He's got him free.
That's it.
And
that
Courtney
was
Knight.
Hard work
good work.
City. They couldn't get clean possession. They were struggling to get it up the field. But hang on, Courtney swung around.
Has it got through? It has. I think it snuck through.
I think he might have touched it. He touched it.
No, I think it's all clear. It is all clear.
Swung around. He's not mucking around. Courtney wasn't going to wait for anyone. He was just going for it. Well done, Courtney Knight. And just got it through. He almost got touched on the line, I thought. But anyway, it's through now. 2 flags are waving in the breeze, and City get one straight back.
Yeah, it just won't go away, City. That's Courtney Knight's 4th goal for the game. He's been a pretty good contributor. They've had a pretty good battle down there with James Hart, but 4 goals, you'd say that if Courtney Knight can kick 4 or 5 goals a game, I think that's a great return.
To be quite honest, he could have kicked another 2 or 3.
Oh, so, exactly.
He's certainly been their figurehead up front, and they need to keep going to him. If they play the same system that Terrigal did and leave him one-on-one out there with a very small back line, a very small forward line, he'll actually go well.
Yeah, so anyway, good response by Newcastle City, gets them back, keeps them in touch, 17 points, we've only played 4 minutes, still plenty of time. As Dawes over the top, taps it down there now, Delahunty's got it, Delahunty forward, on the right boot, looks down there for Head, Head's over the back, it goes there for White, Goulet's there, he's caught there,
He's in trouble.
He hesitated for a minute, but they've got away with it there now. They're out now to Baker. And Anthony Baker goes out wide, looking there. Tyler's got the sit. Enright's got it. He goes over the back. Webster there now with Healy. Tyler's going to be the first 2 of those. He's gone the wrong way. He's chipped it back there now. They're looking for Flint. Flint's under pressure there by Gillingham. He's going to take a lot of time. He's still got a lot of time. Good pressure, Gillingham. They're out there now. Knight now shifts it inside, looking there, picked up nicely by Avis. He hasn't been sighted after about the first quarter. Swings on the left boot. Knight there again. Hard wears him like a glove. Knight puts a one hand up. Good pressure by Hart. He's quicker to recovery. Chips it back though. Avis though. Over his head. Bad there by Lewis. Lewis there now clears out and Terrigal Avoca away. Out it goes there now to Van Dam. He's been very good today, Pete Van Dam. Chased by Dawes. Van Dam on the right boot. Looking out there for Farquhar. Over his head and Towan's head. Comes in there then to James Polglaze. He's going to centre it to the middle of the square. Goulet again. Goulet against Bowden. Great work, Dave Bowden.
Bowden, great fist there. He needed that. He was the last line of defence, of course. 1-on-1, had to put it through. Did not want to give a major away. But great play all round from both teams, actually. City really had some endeavour there and started to show what they can do. And look, there's still a big chance that they can keep playing like that for the rest of this quarter.
Yeah, just so easy to bring it out. Anyway, comes it now as Baker. Baker kicked it to him, so he's got Healy. He's got a couple of players free through the middle, but he goes out there wide. Unfortunately, I think Tyler's going to wait. Tyler should mark that. No, spoiled then by Knight. Up there quickly by Webster to Billings, and Billings on the left boot. Billings got a bit of cramp there, I reckon, but it's gone out of bounds on the full.
Might see a bit of that now, guys, because it's obviously the first real good hit out. I know Terrigal played about 2 or 3 pre-season games against some Sydney sides and that as well, so they certainly have some fresher legs, but you might find a few of these guys starting to go down with a bit of cramp now. It's been a tough game.
Yeah, pretty heavy ground, so the ground has held up in remarkable condition given the rain, and but certainly the grass is pretty long, so fairly heavy there. So once again, plays on Baker there from the back line, goes cross ground, finds Enright. Enright there now in the back pocket, Newcastle City there, bringing the ball out through Enright, as I mentioned. He looks out there for, looking up there for is Playford. And Playford goes down, it's there, the ball's going to go out of bounds. 2 youngsters there, Playford tackled by Alexander White. It's going to be a boundary throw in between half forward and wing. Terrigal Avoca end of the ground. So boundary throws in. Borton up against Dawes in the ruck. They've been tireless at ruckman.
That park, guys. Look how much space there is.
Plenty is there. Billings there across to Baker. Baker there. He's been.
He's going to kick it right
through there. Up it goes there now. McMahon up against. Good grab there by McMahon. He takes up against no one there. As he flicks it over there now, looking for Playford. Playford into Haswell. Youngster to youngster. 16-year-old to 17-year-old. He now swings on the right, but where's Knight? He just attracts the ball. But over the top there is Lamb and Ben Lamb. On debut, a soccer player. He read that really, really well.
For a soccer player, he knew how to use his hands pretty well there. He did a good job coming in the front of the pack and just punching it away, saying, no sir, Courtney, you're not getting this one.
That's right, 3rd man up, helped out James Hart really well. But he's certainly a threat up there, and Courtney Knight just attracts the ball, covers the ground really well. So we've got a boundary throw in, 30 metres around from the Newcastle City goal. They actually trail Terrigal Avoca by 18 points. We've played 7 minutes in, up it goes, Bowden now. He picks up his own ball, goes down, gets tackled, picked up there nicely by, I think that's Haswell there, I think it is. High tackle there by Healy, quickly kicked out there by, I think it was Playford, but once again Lamb, good mark. Very good mark.
Soccer, I don't know if he's a defender or a goalkeeper, because he's got good hands actually for a big fella.
He's been pretty impressive on debut. Good left foot kick there, goes long. Goulet up against Payne. Goulet's got the mark, got the front position, goes to ground, stands it. Payne stays on feet. He benefits from that. Goulet tackles him. Rawnsley picks it up, gets it out there looking for Towan. Towan there across the Dawes. Dawes knocks it up. Towan kept his feet. He's got to pick it up. He's got a couple of metres on either opponent. He's going to centre the ball to the top of the square. Up it goes, down it comes. Nice punch there by Lamb, but it's all Newcastle City at the moment. Snap snap there. That's a great goal. That is a youngster there, Connor Haswell. That is a great finish.
Fantastic, Connor Haswell.
That's a goal. Terrigal Avoca claiming it was touched, but it's a goal.
No, he wanted to get that first time. I think if you had a look we look at the Bar TV replay, he actually wanted to snap that the first time. He missed it, but he got straight back up, got it again, and had to go the second time and got it. And it was a fantastic goal, exactly what City needed. Get another one, all of a sudden it's going to get very, very interesting. There's plenty of time left on this clock, and I'll tell you what, the City is starting to lift a bit, Gaz.
Yeah, look, just their ability to score. Like, they're able to score, and even though the wind is, we talk about the wind all day, but they're still able to move the ball because the ground is so big, and they can get out into spaces, and that's the beauty of them. They're able to run the ground, and both forward 50s are vacant, so if you can get it in there, there's plenty of free space.
Clean possession's been the enemy today.
As up we go there now. Call for ball there, Farquhar out. Dawes takes it, good slips catch. He handballs it off to Baker. Andy Baker there now kicks it out wide, looking for Towan.
Well, he did well to evade that tackle.
Yeah, he done well there. Gets it in board now. Mitch Knight tips it to nobody really. Kirkman comes out. He's been serviceable across half back. Kirkman. He goes, tips there. He's going to get a free kick for in the back. Centre half on the half back flank there for Terrigal Avoca. He goes forward, kicked it to the centre wing, goes across there to McKellar. McKellar on the wing. He looks up, not a lot of movement there. I'd be looking to go to Tom Head if I was him. No, he goes in short, head on the lead, goes in short though to Goulet. That's not a bad option either. Goulet there, plays on quickly. He chips it up there, looking in there for James Polgrave. James Polgrave against Baker. I think he used his hands again. He takes the mark, plays on though. Corey Billings runs into an open goal.
Well worked goal. Fantastic effort by all the Terrigal players. They just kept running and they kept running. Clean hands on those grabs, and mate, that City couldn't keep up.
Yeah, it just makes it hard for City when Terrigal Avoca can do that. But once again, good play across half back, starting with Gavin Kirkman. Won a very, very important ball, got a free kick, and from there kicked it out wide, and then Goulet took the ball, sent it into Polglaze, and then handballed it off to Billings. So once again, they're just a dangerous forward on Goulet, Polglaze. Yeah, been very, very, very strong up there, and certainly troubled the defence.
Absolutely, and that's what you get when you have clean possession. They just cleaned it the whole way through and made sure they had options. They kept running hard for each other, and when Billings ran onto that ball, as soon as he got the handball, that was it. It was all over.
McKellar again. McKellar was the other one in that chain there. But anyways, Healy's going to get the ball, goes straight up in the air. Enright's up in there. No mark play on. He says no Farquhar. He did. Ducked his head, claiming a high ball while he was going to ground. He's going to be penalised for holding the ball here. Yep. Yeah.
Too long, sir.
You can't go to ground claiming it's high tackle. And that's high as well. That's high also.
Natives are getting restless around here.
They are.
This is what it started like, and this is what it's going to end like. There's no doubt about it. There's no love lost between these two teams. They're sticking up for each other.
Anyway.
They'll sort it out.
Exactly. Exactly. That'll be right. So Enright's got the ball. Enright chips it out there now. Goes to Brown. Brown on the wing. He's been pretty serviceable too in his first game. He runs it out. He's going to have a kick at goal. He hasn't really been clean with his feet though, but he's done that. That's nice. Good work. Josh Avis. Joshy Avis, great mark.
Well done, Brown. That was actually a very, very good play. You could see him. But I've got a bit of space here. I'm going to take all that space. But as you said, some of his disposals by foot today have been a little bit poor. That one wasn't the greatest kick in the world either, but it worked. It bobbled around, and Davis at the back took the mark and said, "Thank you very much. I'm right on the goal line. I'm going to turn around and kick this one."
And once again, that keeps them back to 12 points. Is that right?
Mate, they're still in here. They're still in here, mate. There's no doubt about it. City is still here. If they get the next one, there'll be some nervous boys on that Terrigal side start to think, geez, we got the wind here. What are we doing?
Yep. So just keep hanging in there. Just keep there. 12 points of difference. We played 12 minutes in the last quarter.
What would it mean to Terrigal if City come and run them down now? What would that say to them? They'd be pretty filthy, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I would think so, yeah. Say we need to work harder, but like I said, they're still in the box seat there now, but one thing, just the ability of both teams to score quickly. As up we go there now, as Dawes taps it down there, by Van Dam picks it up, goes to Lewis. Lewis quickly smothers the kick, goes Newcastle City's way, but he's tackled straight away. Lewis again, gets it out there now to Delahunty. Delahunty kicks it forward. Who's there back there? Polglaze. Missed him. Bowden missed him. Baker. He goes tackles. Polglaze tackling. Bowden picks it up there now as McKellar moves forward. He keeps the ball going. He's all. He picks it up nice. He handballs it off. Webster. He kicks on the left boot. Don't tell me he's kicked that.
He deserved one. Well done. And look, great play. Webster certainly has been earned a goal today. This is his second one for the day, of course, but he's been one of their stars today.
Will McKellar. What a great effort there. He's been very, very good today, and he just keeps bustling forward, keeps the ball in front of him, doesn't mind to knock people over who was in his way, and that way then he picked it up, judged his options really well, a little left-hand handball to Webster, classy finish on his opposite side.
It was all arms and legs. I don't think anyone really knew what he was doing, and probably including himself, but he saw an option come through and said, "Thank you very much, I'll take that one, James Webster," and but McKellar goal all the way.
Just can't get those back-to-back goals that they need. You know, like they get a goal, they work hard to get a goal, Newcastle City, and then a minute later, Terrigal Avoca responds, keeps it out to 18 points.
At three-quarter, mate, these goals are going to come back and haunt City.
Exactly. There it goes. Van Dam on the left boot, goes out wide. Who's got the advantage of that? It's Brown up against Farquhar. Farquhar punches the ball. The battle of the foot now. There's going to be Brown. Brown's called it. Baker's talking to him. He'll on the right boot. Who's he got there looking there now? Is for Haswell. Haswell does a mark, spoiled there by Smith across to Delahunty, who's really had to lift it in this last quarter. He goes across to Pete Van Dam. Has been absolutely sensational, Pete Van Dam. And he goes there, looking there for Goulet. Chipping in front is Keith. Goulet gets his hands, but couldn't take the mark. McKellar now, he's roving. The big fella's roving. What's he going? Over the back there. Tom Head is on his own over the back. He's going to take the mark on his chest.
Nice little left
Will McKellar, very, very good again.
Nice little left footer there. He popped it up. It almost popped it up a bit too high, but it was perfect weight actually. And at the end of the day, Tommy had said, thank you very much, Will McKellar. And I'll tell you, we're going to do the Rustica restaurant man of the match today, and I've got to say, McKellar's certainly putting a hand up there late in the piece.
He certainly is, but Pete Van Dam again, he was involved in that. He's been fantastic today, just in there, gets in there, tackles, he gets won plenty of possession. Well, anyway, we're going to watch Head come in, going to make it hard if he kicks this, then he has, he's kicked that.
Those boots are working wonders for him. He'll go home and polish them up with the fluoro green/yellow tonight, and tell everyone how good he was today, because he has been solid. He's been solid above and solid behind the ball as well. So
solid. Gee, you're a hard man, mate. I reckon he's been really, really good up at half. Mate, he's taken 6 or 7 contested grabs. He's really been there. He kicked 2 goals. Probably could have kicked more. He's worked up the ground and back. Solid.
So is he best on ground?
No, he's not best on ground, but he's been better than solid.
No. Come on. It can't all be sensational. You've got to have some sort of grading level, you guys.
But there's got to be a middle ground, though. Solid, sensational.
Oh, solid. If he was average, he'd be average.
Well, average would be average, and he hasn't been average.
He's been better than average.
Well, that's solid. Yeah, but he's better than solid. Anyway, we're not going to argue about this, are we? Right. Good point. Right, up we go now. We'll get back to the footy, eh? Now I'm sick of listening to me. But anyway, down we go. Up we go. McKellar again. It goes in there, head over the ball there was Playford. Gets it down, out it goes again. That's Van Dam again in the hard work, gets it out. Lets it go, we're running around, Roger's running around.
Mate, Van Dam's loving it. So I think as the game goes on, he's loving it more and more.
He loves the contest, he does love it. He is 110% Terrigal Avoca, Pete Van Dam.
Yep.
I think he played his 200th game last year for the club, fantastic. Up we go there now, down it comes, Dawes, uncontested ruck, taps over the back. O'Brien's going to be first to it. No, he's not, it's going to be Kirkman, although he was served better, he wished he was second to it.
Hard into the ground. He's ridden real hard.
Yeah,
in that one.
Yeah, he did. I think there might have been a bit of a square after they won just here, just before three-quarter time. But anyway, he's been pretty good across half-back too. One of the new brigade for Terrigal Avoca. Chips it out wide to guess who? Pete Van Dam. Now, he's been better than solid.
He's been better than solid, absolutely.
Yeah, up he goes. Kicks it along there, looking for... Up comes Head again. A solid contest there. He goes down to Goulet. Goulet swings across. He'll go to the top of the square. Who's there? Webster. Webster judge at the best. Oh. The best players do judge at the best. And he's taking a mark. About 15 metres out from goal, on a fairly tight angle though.
Very tight angle. He's have to bend this back. We'll keep talking about that famous bruise today. He's got a bit of that. If you can bend that back with it, it'll go well. But certainly not easy. Yeah, look, he's kicked 2 today, Webster. This will be 3 and cap off a very, very serviceable game. Comes in, right foot, goal umpire moves and he's missed it. No good. You know, look, he's certainly in the mix for that Rustica man of the match as well. Look, there's a couple of them. I've got to tell you, the contest is probably around the Terrigal players to the man of the match. There's not too many City guys putting their hand up now to say, look, I want to take this game by the scruff and lift my side to a few goals, because I just hope they don't start fading too badly now. Yeah, look, if I was from Newcastle City, you'd be looking at someone like a Luke Rawnsley. I think Anthony Baker, he's been pretty good in his debut. Other than that, probably, yeah, that would probably be just about be it, I would have thought. Yeah, they've had players. Dawes started off solid, and he's certainly done some great stuff. And in the ruck, he's been doing a great last quarter, but he's been in and out, to be honest. Pete Van Dam taking another mark, half forward flank there now. He's about 60 out from goal, probably too far out. But he's got the breeze. He's going to back himself. No, he's backed himself all day. Comes in there now, kicks it to the top of the square. Oh, Lewis has got the runner there, says he got it. Oh, leaps high. Good spoil by Healy from behind. Down there now, that's Durbridge. Durbridge gets it out to Billings. It goes out of bounds and... crowd didn't like that one. Dorsey there. He's a big man. How's he supposed to stop? He is a whistle. He can't pull up. He can't pull up on a dime. But he wanted to make sure he did it right in front of the fans. He probably could have pulled up a little bit more than probably what he did. But anyway, Ruck comes in, Dawes against Van Dam. Van Dam taps it down. He's doing everything at the moment. Goes down there now, picked up by Ian Baker. Ian Baker on the left foot. Who's he got up on the wing? They're all moving there. It's going to be, he's held there, I thought, from Town, and Town wasn't. He'll get the free kick. So Town there now on the centre wing.
Newcastle City trailing by 25 points. If we go 18 minutes into the quarter, chips it in there looking for Avis. Avis through the middle of the ground. Hold up, where's he going to go? He's going to chip it across to there looking for Payne. Payne holds it up. Keith runs past. He's not going to go to him, the big man. So Payne sort of held up, looking for options. Courtney Knight again, he attracts the ball. Hart's got to sit there though, and Hart takes the mark.
Courtney knew about halfway in the fight, he was too far under it. He tried to pull back and thought, no, I'm gone now.
They just really missed that target at centre half forward, haven't they? Really, they've tried. They've tried Dawes there. They tried Keith there, but you know, when it's just be predictable into Courtney Knight. He has to come too far out from goal. But Lewis now gets it. He's there. They're looking for head. He pushes underneath. It was Dawes. He must be going back on him there now. He's there. Oh, good contest.
Solid.
Both go to ground. Oh, head's gone down there. And looks there now as it goes down the back pocket. It's Rawnsley. I'll let you keep your eye on Tom Head there as it goes there now. Rawnsley. And it's out of bounds.
Yeah, mate, he's not getting up. It was a solid challenge. Dawsey wasn't given an inch, and he went hard at him, but he's still on his haunches there. He's not feeling too well. Yeah,
Dawsey just went there, gave him a tap on the shoulder. It was just a good contest. They both went to ground, both two big men, and
both committed.
And
look, he deserves a break. He can probably go and have a bit of a. I don't know if City are going to get this back now at the 19-minute mark. They're 25 down, and go and give him a rest. Say well.
Doesn't want to come off though. Doesn't want to come up.
Champions never do.
That's right. Dawes there. Goulet over the back, jumps up. It goes to Webster. Handball's off. They intercepted there by Baker. Baker there now has a handball smothered by Webster. Webster's got him again. I thought it was a bit high, but he's still going. He still works out of Lewis. He's been very good also. Yes. Cross it there, goes across to Webster. Webster goes back to Kirkman. Kirkman now on the left foot. He's a left footer. Who's he going to look for? He chips it up there. Who's got a Goulet? Baker Goulet.
That was well worked by Terrigal. They didn't want to waste it. They just played it around a bit. They were getting options around, having a look. There wasn't much on offer, but they made sure that they didn't just bomb it in and waste it. And then Goulet presented himself and said, "Thank you very much." And Kirkman said, "I'll find you." There you go, have it.
He's been very, very good. Kirkman across half back, moving forward. He just played very few games. In fact, he's only played a couple of senior games, but he's been great poised, great on the left foot there and set up. And here we go, Goulet coming in now for goal number 4.
Oh, he's got it.
I think he's got it.
The boys
they probably owe him one, and that's a goal.
Yeah, that's the charity one. But no, it was well worth. And Goulet now is certainly look. He's equalled Courtney Knight for leading goal scorer for the game with 4, and has thoroughly dominated that forward line in the last certainly the last quarter.
You could certainly say that argument that he's probably been probably the biggest influence on the game after half time. The move where he actually put him up forward to full forward. Serves were the first half probably, but up forward he's really dominated and really given that focal point and kick.
Well, your Websters and your Van Dams that have been very, very solid through the middle of the park, but someone's still got to finish off the good work, and he's done that.
Exactly right. He's given a good target. And the other thing is they've had to put Michael Healy on, so they've taken Michael Healy out of obviously that he's tagging him, so they had to take him out of the middle, and he was doing okay in the middle. To take him down there, and he's just undersized, and in that environment, Goulet, it's just probably a bit good in that environment. But anyway, but speaking of Healy, he takes the mark now. He slips it off quickly across to Rawnsley. Rawnsley on the left foot goes out wide, looking out there for Playford. The youngster drops the mark. He probably should have taken Van Dam on him. He ran a bit high there, but he gets it back to Rawnsley, who backs up, and he chips it in short there. Not 15 called by Pete. You probably might have heard that in the effects, but anyway, that's all right. Josh Polgate just held his ground there. Too big, too strong. And look at when you look at the ground, they are probably big. They're a bit of a younger side, City, and
they've certainly got the height advantage in most of the contests.
Yeah. So anyway, so Polgate goes out wide, looking out there for Flint. Flint takes the mark. Good grab.
Got to go back. Well done.
Good grab. Over Durbridge there. So he's going to look in the middle now. Goes looking there for McKellar. McKellar takes the mark in the centre of the centre square.
They're just playing with him now, guys. You can see City are starting to chase shadows a little bit now.
The resignation there. Go over the back there now, and that's going to be, I think that's Playford. Playford there now into Bailey. Bailey takes the mark. White's got in with a bit of cramp. I think Bailey chips it in short. It goes too short there, and Damon Smith cuts it off. So they're in control at the moment. Terrigal Avoca, as we approach the time on in the last quarter. Smith chips it out there wide, goes over the head there of O'Brien. Dawes picks it up, Dawes breaks away, kicks it in there. He has been solid, chips it in there, looking for Knight, but once again, I think that's Hart who chips in there and take him out. Very, very good battle, that one. How do you rate that battle? How do you think, who do you reckon's in front?
Mate, hard to tell. I think they both had the ascendancy at different times during the day. If we just watch City here run up and
it's got to be Towan.
Tower needs to kick this actually. He needs to go back and just have a ping.
Oh, he's got Haswell there on his own. He's still there. He's still on his own. He's got to kick it.
Oh, he wants it. He needs to go back.
I'm not sure he'll make the distance.
Oh, I reckon he'll have a fair crack at it.
Oh, he'll have a crack at it. There's no doubt about that.
He'll go this. He'll go this.
He kicks it there to the... Yeah, well done. Good work. You're right. Yep. Good judge. Good judge there.
Yeah, great effort. Look, they needed that. And Towan, to be honest, he's been a bit off today. I think he's had moments of good composure and that, but really he's probably been one of the missing men for City, but he's not alone. There's been a few of those. Now listen, the little birdie told me that City got their new jerseys this morning, delivered fresh. Mate, has that been the problem? They haven't worn them in.
Yeah, well, that could be right as well. And they look very, very nice as well. They look very smart. Lobbed on
They've
my
gone
doorstep.
radical on the design, though. They've gone from navy blue to navy blue, so you see on the front. So you know,
you've got to get radical in these in this day and age. You've got to keep up to speed with what's going on. So
well, the old traditionalists love it, so they'll make sure they can recognise, for their old fans to say, look, we're still City, we're still blue. 131
years old this year, Newcastle City. How good's that?
That's good, isn't it?
That is fantastic for a club in this area. They reckon AFL's only new. Well, Newcastle City, 131 years old, older than a lot of AFL clubs.
Correct. But as an old West man, mate, I'm not a fan of City, just quietly.
Yeah, well, I can understand that. but mate, you've got to be a little bit more impartial than that.
I didn't say that in the contract there, mate. But anyway, I'll do my best.
Right, a couple of final scorers come in from Nelson Bay, and it's the Winter Killarney Vale Bombers 15-11-101 defeated Nelson Bay 10-5-66. So a good second half there by Killarney Vale, and they start their season off on a winning win. And in another final score is that the entrance Baddo Bay 11-9-75. They've had their first win ever, and they defeated Muswellbrook 8-7-55. So good contest up there at Muswellbrook as well.
That's fantastic for them, and congratulations to the club. They'll have a good year, and every win counts for them, and that's a great result.
Yeah, fantastic. And the result here, we're not far away from the result here at the moment, and it's going to be Terrigal Avoca, who are going to avenge last year's grand final defeat. I don't think you can avenge a grand final defeat, but they're going to,
no,
I suppose...
But they've certainly sent a message that they're not going to muck around this year. They want to be part of that grand final day again, and take it out this year. They're not going to sit back and say, oh, well, we're going to sulk a bit and say, well, we're just going to roll over. They mean business, and you can certainly see, look, Chris Bishop at that launch last week, you could see he was serious back then. That was a week ago, in their pre-season, playing 2 or 3 games against some good quality sides. They don't want to muck around. They start in every game this year as they want to win it, and he didn't say undefeated, but they always want to do that. And
Newcastle City, Craig, they've got a backup next week, and they're actually back here on the Central Coast, and they're actually got to play Killarney Vale.
Yeah, well, there you go. 2 games against the Central Coast sides who are both going to be good, but we've got a free kick here to the Killarney Vale. I'm not sure who's
Alexander White, a youngster on debut. So let's see if he can get a goal on a hole in the ball decision against Newcastle City. So. Getting down there, almost the final siren. This will probably be the last opportunity for a goal today.
And good for him to get a goal on debut.
Yeah. He's been very serviceable. He could be happy with his debut. Certainly happier now if he missed that point.
But there was the goal umpire wasn't in that party.
Yeah. So 26 points there now. And Newcastle City, as I say, Terrigal Avoca, they're at home here again next week against Warners Bay. So once again, a couple of home games to start, so they'll be looking to get into second win. And Newcastle City, they're on the road again to take on Killarney Vale, which is also next week's Bar TV game of the week. So 2 weeks in a row for Newcastle City. So we get a good opportunity to see him. So anyway, Tom Head kicks the ball at the top of the square. Who's at the back? Jared Flynn's going to go over the back. No, it hasn't. No, I think it's hit the back of the Newcastle City player that fell over. That's going to be Bowden. Bowden chips it up there out to McMahon. McMahon on the left boot goes there wide. That is now Playford. Playford. He's going to go there, go one, good bit of youth there, kicks it there, he looks for, oh no, but he's gone too high there, it's going over the back, and a mark taken by Polglaze. In there, he chips it away, it's going to fall in short there for White again. White takes a mark on the chest, a long way out from goal, still expects a bit of cramp there, he's got to go back quickly, he's got to look for someone. Pete Van Dam's waiting for a handball.
No, you need some options. Not too many options now. I don't understand them. It's late in the 4th quarter. They've got the game in the bag. They're just going to wait.
Tom Head, up he goes. No, he doesn't. He's under pressure there. Rawnsley and Keast. And the ball goes out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Not long to go now.
No, certainly. Look, after that first quarter, the ascendancy was with City, and Terrigal showed some great character to come back. And I wouldn't say that they've dominated the game absolutely, but they've certainly been the better team, and they've ground out their win today.
Okay, another score's come in the score from the other Black Diamond Cup game, and Cardiff have defeated Warners Bay in another tight contest, 13-12-90 to 11-11-77.
Ooh!
So a good win. So a good win there by Cardiff, and they get their season off to a good start. So it's been a great start. I think it's been a really, really good game, and full credit to our Bar TV crew here. We had a slight technical problem with the sound earlier, which is probably only good for the viewers, not having to listen to us for a whole game. Half, probably plenty.
I have to say our best half was the first half, but unfortunately people didn't get to hear that. But mate, no, we thank the Bar TV crew, and we're looking forward to a big year ahead, and we thank everyone for watching and listening to us live. and of course getting into your local pub and club and watching it and replayed throughout the week.
That's right, and there it goes, the final siren has sounded here at Hilton Moore Oval, and it's a 26-point win to the Terrigal Avoca Panthers. They've won 15-11, 101, and they have defeated Newcastle City 11-9-75. Just run through the goal kickers, Ivan, for Terrigal Avoca. Jono Goulet has 4, 2 each to James Polglaze, James Webster, Will McKellar and Tom Head, and singles to Corey Billins, Jared Flint and Jackson Farquhar. And for Newcastle City, 4 goals to Courtney Knight, 2 to Jacob Dawes, and singles to Josh Avis, Cameron Keast, Anthony Baker and Michael Towan. So there we go, 26
Fantastic.
points. So Ivan, how would you sum the game up?
Look, as I said a bit earlier on, look, City came out like, both teams came out like houses on fire. The first 5 minutes there was push and shoves everywhere. Both teams wanted to put their strength forward. City came out the dominant one in the first quarter and obviously led at that change. But Terrigal just kept playing and kept playing and kept playing. Look, City are going to be a good side this year. There's no doubt about it. They will be there or thereabouts. Their skill set probably let them down a few times today. They've got some good players. Brown and Baker certainly show they're going to be a good combination for them. Dawes played solid to start off of the day with. Probably faded a bit, but that was when no doubt Hill was probably moving a few players around and trying to fill a few gaps, trying to get a bit of run on. At the end of the day, Terrigal just were too strong. They just had too many winners across the park. You know, they had Polgaze, he kicked a couple of great goals. Webster, Goulet, McKellar, you know, Van Dam, of course, Kirkman. They were just Tom Head, fantastic grabs from Tom Head. They just had probably more winners than what City did. So if we go to the Rustica, the man of the match, look, I'll go with 3-2-1 here. I think that's the way we'll do it this year for me, and then I'd love to hear your opinion. I went 1 point to James Webster. He had some great plays there, and certainly when needed for Terrigal, stood up and had some great possessions. Look, Pete Van Dam just got better and better as the game went on. He probably started a little bit slower, but he certainly grew with that game. And at that last quarter, he was just everywhere and anywhere he had to be. But of course, I think Jonathan Goulet, for me, stepped up. 4 goals for Terrigal, leading goal scorer for the game with, of course, Courtney Knight, who was probably the best for City when he needed to be. He could have had a couple more, but didn't, Courtney. But James Goulet, he was everywhere. But he just provided that figurehead in that last quarter. When City was still sniffing around, they were still a chance. He was the man. He took some great grabs, good handballs, and it was all over, and good night nurse for City once he got those couple of goals at the end. So I'd go Jonathan Goulet is our Rustica Restaurant man of the match. He'll get a $40 voucher from Rustica Restaurant at Newcastle Beach there on the Esplanade. He can take his wife, girlfriend, mistress, whoever he wants to take, and have a great feed at Rustica Restaurant, and we thank the Rustica Restaurant people for that.
Yeah, look, I can't argue too much, and I would just like Rustica Restaurant. It's a fantastic venue, and anyone who's in the Newcastle area should get down and have a look at that. But look, I can't argue too much with that. Maybe James Polglaze could have snuck in for a point there somewhere, but I'm not sure who you'd take out though. That's the only thing.
They had 4 or 5 guys who were in contention, and that says a lot about the game. City probably only had 1, maybe 2. Like Dawes, if he continued his first quarter form, he probably would have been a chance, but he faded a bit, came back a bit at the end, but when filling a gap. And no doubt Rawnsley was solid at the back. He was their best man. They put him on the ball throughout the last quarter to try to get some lift. It helped a little bit, but you know, Terrigal has had too many winners across the park. Yeah,
look, well done to Terrigal Avoca Panthers, and they've got the first 4 points of the year. So, look, on behalf of the Black Diamond AFL, Ivan, I'd like to thank you for today, and we'll just quickly run through just some people who we'd like to thank for today.
Look, fantastic work by yourself, good self, Gary, in the off-season. We've got some fantastic supporters. Our major sponsor, of course, Wilson Security. It is the Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup. We thank Wilson Security for their support. Prime 7, of course, giving some great support. Newcastle Herald have come on board and have done some great stuff for us this week, and we'll continue to cover this competition throughout the year. Star 104.5. I'll get my mouth starting to not work, but thank you, Star. They've been long, loyal supporters and certainly give great coverage to the Black Diamond down here in the Central Coast. BLK, the official apparel supplier, and of course Sports Coast Trophy Embroidery. We thank them all for their support, and long may it continue. Gary, next week, as you mentioned before, we were back here at the Central Coast for Killarney Vale versus Newcastle City. Should be a good game, actually. Killarney Vale got the win today, and of course City, they'll want to recover. They'll want to recoup the 4 points they probably felt like they probably lost today. Yeah,
look, Killarney Vale, they'll be buoyed, and they've got back at home, and yeah, they'll be looking to take a scalp. And Newcastle City, they don't lose too many games back to back, so they'll be keen to
champions don't want to be 0-2, mate, at the season after.
And look, and they've got a couple of players to come back in, so some quality players. So Newcastle, it's not all doom and gloom for the City boys, and Craig certainly wouldn't do that. Yeah, I could let you know now, the Newcastle City lost their first game last year as well to Terrigal Avoca. So, but look, it's a fantastic game, and we can look forward to one of these games every week. So,
absolutely,
as you said, yeah, get it on, go on to the website www.bdafl.com.au. Have a look at the replay, or get down to your pub or club who've got Bar TV. If they haven't got Bar TV, get them to get Bar TV, because these will be on Vision down there, so on replay there. So look forward to it. So once again, thanks Ivan, thanks to the Bar TV crew, thanks to Terrigal and Newcastle City, and thanks very much to the viewers, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Thank you. Bye.